Cardinal John Onaiyekan, Archbishop Emeritus of the Abuja Catholic Archdiocese, has urged Christians to always be prepared for death. Onaiyekan gave the advice at the Requiem Mass in honor of late James Okorie, the younger brother of Reverend Father Kenneth Agu, at St. Francis Catholic Church, Galadimmawa, Abuja.
For us who are Christians, we want to ensure that there is no untimely death for us. We die whenever it is our time. But that also means that we should be ready for any time. And so that is why services of funeral like this, it's always a reminder for each and every one of us. Today we are singing for James. We don't know who is next, even among us now. But somebody is coming next.
Onaiyekan advised Christians not to be afraid of death, saying death is inevitable and can come at any time.
Death is inevitable. That does not mean we should be afraid of it. In fact, because it is inevitable, we expect it. The believer looks forward to death with expectation. We are not frightened by it, as if we don't know what comes after. We are sure what comes after now.
In his short exhortation, Vocations Director, Catholic Archdiocese of Abuja, Reverend Father John Onaiyekan, advised Nigerians to prioritize meeting the needs of the less privileged and the needy in the society.
When people are in need, they are hungry, they are thirsty, they are having emotional or psychological issues, you are there for them. When you do all that, you are fulfilling what God has created you for. You are fulfilling why you were born. So we need to pray that God will help us to live a good life, and not just a good life that may end well. It is not how we start, but it's how we end. The end is the most important. And so we pray that all of us here will end well.
Speaking with newsmen, Reverend Father Agu, who is the priest in charge of St. Francis Catholic Church, Galadimmawa, described the death of his younger brother, who was so close to him, as the most single tragedy that has ever happened to him.
I think this must remain as the single most significant tragedy ever to happen to me in my life, because we were that close and we shared a lot of experiences together. And so it will always be painful, but hopeful at the same time that he had lived his life to the fullest according to God's will, and they have gone to rest. The death of my younger one taught me something that is very strange. As close as we were, I took a lot of things for granted. It was upon his death I started struggling to get even something as simple as picture of his. I didn't have it, because I never expected that I'm going to be the one to bury him. I've always thought I would die first, and he will be at my graveside to pay his last respect. But the reverse is the case presently. So for Christians, everyone should be prepared, because it's inevitable and we don't know when, how, where it's going to happen, so that we are not taken unawares.
Agu, who is also the director and editor-in-chief Good Shepherd newspaper, said that though his younger brother's death was painful, he hoped to meet him again at the feet of Jesus in heaven.